All right, it is time for Media Watch. Charlie James is here to tell us what is making a buzz online this Thursday. Good to see you, Charlie. And we're going to start in Germany. A huge scandal in the media world there. One of the country's best-known journalists has admitted to literally making up stories.
That's right. So just earlier this month, Claas Relotius was handed Germany's most prestigious journalist award, Reporter of the Year. Now he has admitted to making up details, people, entire conversations for at least 14 of the 60 stories he wrote for Der Spiegel, which is one of the biggest weeklies in Europe. So the publication said Wednesday that Relotius committed journalistic fraud on a grand scale over the 7 years that he wrote for them. So here's how he got caught. A colleague who worked with him on this article about the U.S.-Mexican border raised suspicions about some of the details in the story from Relotius's reporting. He eventually tracked down two of the alleged sources. Both said that they had never even met Relotius.
Wow.
So he initially, when confronted, continued to lie, said this colleague just wanted to bring him down and was jealous. But after weeks of denials, he finally had to come clean. He told the paper he was deeply ashamed and, quote, "I am sick and need to get help." So
I guess he did it once and then he thought, wow, this is so easy. And much easier than going out and
perhaps the attention was addicting.
Yeah.
I mean, he was extremely well known. He had also won an award from CNN for his reporting. So Der Spiegel says that while all articles are fact-checked, there's certain details that can only be confirmed when you're on the ground. And so they have to just have trust
and
in
journalists have to protect their sources,
right? And they have to just have trust in him that what he was saying is true. But now they've apologized and they've said, put out a warning to other German publications saying this might have happened to you as well. So there's one piece that is getting a lot of attention that he wrote. This one is about a town called Fergus Falls in the U.S. state of Minnesota. Residents there say he fabricated details to make the town look racist and backward following the election of Donald Trump. Two residents wrote this piece in Medium where they outlined the false details, including a claim that he saw a sign that read "Mexicans keep out" that didn't exist. And he also completely made up a coal plant employee named Neil, who does not exist.
Quite the revelation.
Yeah, and the revelation has not been good for people who already think that media in general is fake news. You're seeing a lot of tweets saying this is proof. But journalists are arguing that the outrage and response proves that the high journalistic standards in the industry are important. This is the DC bureau chief for Yahoo News saying, "One of the reasons I love stories about Fabulous is that it reminds us how deeply the vast majority of journalists believe in truth and facts. Invention is an unforgivable transgression." And if we look at other high-profile cases such as Jason Blair or Stephen Glass, if that's any indication, Claude Relotius' journalist career is over.
Wow, and it's pretty damaging for Der Spiegel as well,
yeah.
I can imagine, which has been around for an awfully long time. All right, let's move to the United States then, because Donald Trump has so far not been able to get the money he needs to build his famous wall with Mexico. So his supporters are trying to raise the money themselves.
That's right. The campaign is called "We the People Will Fund the Wall." And as you can see there, it has raised over $6 million so far from over
$6 million?
From over 100,000 people who have donated to this.
How much does he need?
So the goal listed there, if you can see, is $1 billion. But that's only because that's as high as this platform will allow the goal to be set. GoFundMe has that limit. They're trying, they say in the description, to get it set to $5 billion, which is the amount that Trump has said he needs for that wall. So the man who started this...
Because Mexico's not paying for it. We know that now, don't we?
Well, apparently now Trump supporters want to. So the man who started this is named Brian Kolfage. He's a Trump supporter, an Iraq war veteran, and he says that if all 63 million people who voted for Trump each pledge $80, the wall can be built. Now, it's not unheard of for private citizens to fund government projects. For example, in 2012, an American billionaire donated $7.5 million to repair the Washington Monument after it had some earthquake damage. But a $5 billion donation would be an entirely different level. So online people are asking Donald Trump himself to put his weight behind this.
Has he commented on it?
He has not yet. So they're asking,
Surprising.
oh, will you get behind this? This will help get attention. So we haven't heard anything from him yet. But then detractors, critics are saying, why are people supporting this after Trump said that Americans wouldn't have to spend a penny on this? So you see a lot of that reaction online. Well, it's been 2 years into Donald Trump's presidency, still no wall, so supporters trying to take matters into their own hands. And in the post, it does say, on the campaign post, it does say that every single penny will be refunded if they don't reach the goal.
So if they don't get to
to $5 billion, everyone gets their money back.
Well, what a story.
So it's wall or nothing.
Wall or nothing. No half measures. All right, Charlie. Thank you very much, Charlie James there with Media Watch.